power doesn't always stay loud. Sometimes it relocates. Ivanka Trump stepped away from Washington and into something far more controlled. A private life in Miami built around family, security, and quiet wealth. Far from cameras and constant scrutiny, she reset her rhythm in one of the most exclusive enclaves in America. Behind the guarded streets of Indian Creek Island, days begin with ocean light, structured routines, and a waterfront estate designed for insulation as much as comfort. Before we go further, like the video, subscribe to Zenith, and comment "private" if you're locked in. Today, we're stepping inside Ivanka Trump's Miami life, how she maintains influence, luxury, and stability without chasing attention, and why stepping back may have been her most strategic move yet. Ivanka Trump's career hasn't followed a straight line. It's moved in deliberate phases, each one sharper than the last. Born on October 30th, 1981 in Manhattan, Ivanka Trump grew up surrounded by wealth, visibility, and expectation as the daughter of Donald Trump and Ivana Trump. But from early on, she focused less on inheritance and more on authorship, building a profile that could stand on its own. Her public life began young. As a teenager, she entered the fashion world, appearing in major campaigns and landing a magazine cover before adulthood. That early exposure wasn't just about modeling. It became training in presentation, confidence, and brand control, skills that would later define her business success. Education followed with intent. After attending elite schools, Ivanka earned an economics degree from the Wharton School in 2004. From there, she moved directly into the Trump Organization, trading runways for boardrooms. As executive vice president, she negotiated deals, managed developments, and became a central figure in expanding the family's real estate portfolio. The work was operational, not symbolic. Her ambition didn't stop there. In 2007, she launched her own ventures, starting with fine jewelry, then expanding into clothing, shoes, and accessories aimed at professional women. The brand grew rapidly, earning her recognition across business and global leadership circles. For a time, Ivanka Trump became both a product and a power brand, blending style with authority. Politics reshaped everything. During the 2016 campaign, she emerged as a prominent surrogate, then entered the White House as a senior advisor after her father's victory. The role came without a salary, but with significant influence. She focused on workforce development, women's economic initiatives, and international diplomacy, representing the U.S. abroad and addressing the United Nations. Alongside her husband, Jared Kushner, she became part of the administration's inner decision-making circle. That visibility came at a price. Her business faced boycotts and scrutiny over conflicts of interest. In 2018, she shut down her fashion brand entirely, a rare withdrawal and a clear acknowledgement that public service carried consequences. When the administration ended in 2021, Ivanka stepped away from politics altogether. She relocated to Florida with her family, prioritizing parenting, privacy, and low-profile philanthropy. Despite renewed public attention following Donald Trump's return to the White House in 2024, she has remained outside campaigns and formal power roles as of 2025. Ivanka Trump's story is one of reinvention: model, executive, brand builder, political advisor, then a deliberate return to private life. Each transition was intentional, shaped by control rather than reaction. And today, that shift toward stability is reflected most clearly in where she lives. Hidden behind layers of security on Indian Creek Island, Ivanka Trump's Miami waterfront estate represents a clear break from public life. Known as the Billionaire bunker, the island prioritizes isolation and control over visibility. The 1.3-acre property at 36 Indian Creek Island Road sits directly on Biscayne Bay, where privacy matters more than prestige. Ivanka and Jared Kushner purchased the estate in April 2021 for $24 million from billionaire Alex Meruelo, then spent more than 2 years renovating it to fit life after Washington. The updates were intentional rather than flashy. A refreshed white exterior, reworked interiors, a new pool and spa, private theater, gym, and a boat dock built for direct bay access. The focus wasn't display, but function, creating a secure environment that supports routine family life. Entry is tightly controlled. Automatic gates lead past manicured lawns and dense palms that block outside views entirely. Inside, the house opens upward with high ceilings, a spiral staircase, and crystal chandeliers that blend modern comfort with classical symmetry. Tall windows pull in light, softening the scale of the space. The main living areas stay restrained. Neutral tones dominate, allowing the water and sunlight to define the atmosphere. Large glass doors open toward the bay, making it part of daily life. This is where the family spends most evenings, quiet, unrecorded, and uninterrupted. The kitchen and dining areas emphasize use over presentation. Marble counters, minimalist cabinetry, and open layouts support everyday routines. Meals often extend outdoors toward the pool when weather allows. Upstairs, 6 bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms provide structure and separation. The primary suite faces the water, designed for calm mornings. The children's rooms are simple and practical, built for study and rest rather than show. Below ground, the house shifts into recovery mode. A private cinema, gym, sauna, and steam room reflect a lifestyle recalibrated away from political pressure. Outside, the backyard becomes the center of family time. A renovated pool, stone walkways, and a private marina allow direct access to the bay, where weekends are spent on the water without cameras or crowds. Round-the-clock surveillance and island-wide security give the family the privacy they lacked for years. This home isn't about power as appearance. Its value lies in safety, order, and normalcy. In Miami, Ivanka and Jared chose routine over relevance and built a foundation for a quieter future. Next, we look at how Ivanka moves through the city itself and what her choice of cars says about discretion, practicality, and quiet luxury. Car collection. During the Washington years, the black Chevrolet Suburban became part of Ivanka Trump's daily reality. Built for protection, not comfort, the full-size SUV carried a 5.3-liter V8, producing around 355 horsepower, enough to move a security detail and 3 children without strain. In armored form, its value climbed well past $100,000. It was used for official events, school drop-offs, and tightly coordinated movements near the White House. Inside, family moments unfolded beside Secret Service agents, a reminder that even ordinary routines were never fully private. Miami brought a different pace. There, Ivanka transitioned into a GMC Yukon Denali, another black SUV, but one chosen for everyday life rather than protocol. Its 6.2-liter V8 delivers roughly 420 horsepower, smooth and quiet despite the size. Priced between $95,000 and $110,000, the Denali fits tennis lessons, gym visits, and short drives through Surfside. The biggest difference wasn't the engine. It was the absence of escort lights, radios, and constant coordination. Just palm trees, traffic, and silence. For errands that don't require scale, she turns to a white Volvo XC60 T5. Powered by a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine producing about 250 horsepower, it balances efficiency with responsiveness. Current market value sits between $45,000 and $55,000. The interior is clean and restrained, matching her preference for simplicity over statement. This is the car where she blends in most easily. School pickups, after-class activities, coffee in hand, no entourage attached. Taken together, the vehicles aren't about display. They're tools for control, privacy, and routine. Each one reflects a different chapter: protection in Washington, autonomy in Miami, and normalcy in between. Behind tinted glass and quiet engines, Ivanka reshaped how she moves through the world. And beyond movement itself, there's a deeper layer supporting this lifestyle: the financial structure that allows her to choose privacy, security, and time. Next, we look at where Ivanka Trump's wealth comes from today, and how it sustains life away from the spotlight. Income and net worth. Ivanka Trump's estimated net worth sits around $50 million, built across multiple phases rather than a single breakthrough. Her financial profile reflects transition, from fashion and business to politics, then into private investment. The wealth wasn't inherited outright or tied to one moment. It accumulated through layered income streams developed over more than 2 decades. Her most visible earning period came in the 2000s through her fashion and jewelry brands. At their peak, the businesses generated up to $10 million annually, driven by wholesale partnerships, licensing agreements, and royalties that averaged around 7% on apparel and footwear. handbags, and fine jewelry added additional revenue. Those years marked her financial independence, proving she could operate a national retail brand separate from her family's real estate empire. That income stream ended abruptly. During Donald Trump's presidency, mounting scrutiny and political pressure made the brand a liability. In 2018, Ivanka shut it down entirely, walking away from what had been her largest source of earned income and pivoting toward quieter financial structures. Before entering government, Ivanka earned roughly $2 million per year as an executive vice president at the Trump Organization. She also benefited from real estate-linked payouts. In 2018 alone, disclosures showed $3.9 million in income from Trump International Hotel operations, along with a $2 million severance payment as she transitioned into her White House advisory role. Those earnings helped secure her base before stepping into public service. Her books added smaller but notable contributions. The Trump Card in 2009 and Women Who Work in 2017 generated advances and royalties, though the latter's $289,000 advance was donated to charity, a decision that blended branding with public positioning rather than personal gain. Alongside her husband Jared Kushner, Ivanka has also benefited from long-term real estate investments. Financial disclosures in 2019 revealed $36 million in combined revenue tied to property deals and Opportunity Zone benefits. These assets are structured through trusts and private holdings, designed for stability and discretion rather than visibility. Today, with no active fashion brand and no government position, Ivanka's annual income is estimated between $1.5 million and $5 million, largely from passive investments. The shift is intentional. Her portfolio prioritizes diversification, insulation, and long-term growth over headline numbers. The wealth isn't performative. It functions as leverage, the freedom to protect her family, choose projects selectively, and maintain a lifestyle defined by control rather than exposure. And beyond financial strategy, there's another dimension shaping Ivanka Trump's post-Washington life. To understand the values behind the numbers, we need to look at her philanthropic work and the causes she continues to support quietly. Philanthropy. Since stepping away from government in 2021, Ivanka Trump has shifted her focus toward philanthropy, working largely out of public view. The scale remains significant, but the approach is quieter and more deliberate, centered on children, women, and communities facing disruption. Education sits at the core. Through initiatives connected to the Ivanka Trump Charitable Fund and partnerships with groups like No Kid Hungry and Boys and Girls Clubs of America, she has supported classroom resources, school supplies, and access to technology. Between 2017 and 2025, her efforts helped provide more than 18 million meals to low-income children and expanded STEM-focused scholarships for young girls. The through line is early intervention, building confidence and opportunity before limitations set in. Economic independence for women remains another priority. Through her work with the Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative, she helped mobilize over $500 million worldwide, opening access to training, financing, and entrepreneurship for more than 50 million women. The philosophy is consistent. Financial agency creates long-term stability, not dependency. Her response to crises has been direct. After major disasters, including hurricanes in 2022 and 2024, Ivanka worked with local organizations to raise more than $12 million in relief funding. These efforts were largely unpublicized, focused on immediate recovery rather than visibility. Faith also plays a role. Since converting to Judaism, Ivanka and Jared Kushner have supported organizations such as Friends of the Israel Defense Forces, United Hatzalah, and Chabad Centers. Following the Surfside condominium collapse in 2021, they contributed to long-term recovery efforts for affected families. Her work combating human trafficking has continued beyond the White House. After helping advance the FOSTA SESTA legislation in 2018, she has remained involved with programs supporting survivor rescue and rehabilitation through organizations including the McCain Institute. Since 2017, Ivanka and Jared have donated an estimated $50 to $60 million of personal wealth to charitable causes. Their children often accompany them during volunteer efforts, reinforcing a simple principle: that wealth carries responsibility. Her philanthropy mirrors the life she's chosen in Miami: low profile, intentional, and built for impact rather than attention. And as her public role has narrowed, her private world has become more tightly focused. To understand that shift, we need to step away from policy and philanthropy and look at the personal life she now keeps carefully guarded. Personal life. Away from politics and business, Ivanka Trump has narrowed her world by design. Life in Miami runs on routine, not visibility, centered almost entirely around family. She and Jared Kushner have built a steady rhythm focused on their 3 children, Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore, with Jared overseeing investments while Ivanka concentrates on shaping a grounded home environment. Days start early and quietly. Morning school drop-offs are followed by workouts, Pilates, or runs along the beach before Ivanka turns to personal projects and charitable planning. Afternoons shift back to the children, homework, piano practice, sports. Soccer has become a constant, with family nights often spent at inter-Miami matches, blending routine with shared excitement. Weekends slow further. Time is spent on the water in Biscayne Bay, where formality disappears and attention fades. Ivanka trades structured schedules for bare feet and salt air while the children swim and explore. When they travel, it's usually to low-profile Caribbean destinations, chosen for privacy rather than prestige. Inside their Indian Creek Village home, life stays intentionally contained. Security is tight, but the atmosphere is relaxed. Children bike freely. Neighbors respect distance. Gatherings are small. Close friends, extended family, school connections. Holidays are polished but intimate, built around tradition rather than spectacle. Public exposure is now selective. Ivanka limits appearances to essentials, rarely gives interviews, and keeps social media focused on personal moments. Where red carpets once defined her schedule, volunteer work has taken their place. Food banks, community efforts, and quiet service, often with her children beside her, have become part of how responsibility is taught at home. This phase of her life values repetition over recognition, reading by the pool, cooking dinner together, evenings on the terrace after the house settles. Miami offered what she stepped away to find, a life organized around presence, stability, and control rather than status. Ivanka Trump's Miami life isn't about retreat, it's about recalibration, influence without exposure, wealth without noise, a private structure built to protect what matters most. If this breakdown gave you a clearer look behind the gates, like the video, subscribe to Zenith, and comment "Control" below. More deep dives coming, focused on quiet power, elite lifestyles, and what's really happening off camera.